Speaker?
Yes.
I, Marlon Daniels, Council of Patriotic Alliance, hereby table a motion, notice of motion in terms of Rule 24. Speaker, the current executive mayor, Councillor Mandela Bay Bobani, cannot be trusted in his office, which he currently occupies as the executive mayor of Nelson Mandela Bay. We have lost confidence in him, and therefore, I want to add, Speaker, that Councillor Bobani has effectively, since taking up office, done very little to none for the betterment of the lives of our communities. The trust issue is the fact that the mayor lies a hell of a lot over things that doesn't even warrant a lie. So if you can lie over something insignificant, what about the real things you are supposed to address? It will definitely be a lie. We cannot have the number one of the metro not being trustworthy. And it is a shame. It is a shame that you guys must caucus late at night as to how to protect the one that is compromised. So therefore, I move that the current executive mayor, Councillor Bobani, be removed from office as the executive mayor of the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro, and that a new executive mayor be appointed by the council.
Thank you, Councillor.
Thank you, Speaker.
Councillor Grootboom.
Chair, it is with great pleasure to second this motion today. Really. You know, I think it's high time that Mayor Bobani must leave. He can't be the executive mayor anymore. You see, Councillor Bobani, executive mayor, makes headlines almost every week. He has not become the face of service delivery. He's become the face of looting, because every time his face is always in the papers. First it was IPTS. Secondly, it was APSA for fraud. Now, thirdly, it's for 25 million that was chowed from EPWP money. So every time his face always pop up. You don't see the headlines for cleaning the city. You don't see the headlines for delivering services to the people of this metro. The headlines that you do see is always taking from the people of the metro. Now, we cannot have a mayor like that occupying a seat in City Hall. That is unacceptable, Speaker.
Today, on a daily basis, Councillor Bobani is being raided in and out by the hawks. And I can tell you, in that generation of mayors here, there's not even one single mayor who made the city hall to be raided. Only this mayor who sit in front of us, that today, some of you will be defending. I can tell you, Speaker, that the Imilongane contract, that more than 25 million rand, that has not been stolen to Nqaba, have been stolen to the people of Nelson Mandela, whether it's DA, whether it's ANC, whether it's UDM, whether it's PAC. It was stolen because of the negligence of this mayor who's sitting to us. More than 5 officials that were stealing on it were arrested by the hawks. They worked for him. What they did, they approved money. When they approved the money, it did not even do anything. It was transferred to individuals to steal from it. Are we wrong as a DA to say he must go? We are going to succeed in this, taking Mr. Bobani back. One is going to go to prison. One is going to go to prison. Two, I'm telling you, the UDM is close on turning against you. I can tell you the third one. I'm doing everything in my power underground, talking with parties and organizations, and our leadership is doing everything that after the 8th of May, whether you succeed today, you are about to sit there. After sitting there, you go into Senal Pants. Thank you very much.
Councillor Stradu. Councillor Stradu.
Thank you, Speaker. It is amazing how the Patriotic Alliance wants us to fix a mess that they created. It's quite amazing. And it is something that should be noted by every person sitting at home who voted for the Patriotic Alliance. Because Councillor Bobani was removed as a deputy mayor on the strength of allegations. Yet with those allegations hanging over his head, the ANC, the AIC, United Front, EFF, and Patriotic Alliance decided to make him mayor. Now, we find ourselves in quite a predicament where even today we know, after your little pep talk there, Speaker, you were told the numbers are secured because Manyati is here. So you know the motion will be Councillor Manyati. I beg your pardon. Speaker, I'd like to say further that each and every person who is going to vote against the motion is party to criminality. You are assisting a man with a trail of corruption allegations over his head. Some to the degree that the Hawks even went and searched. Now the Hawks don't just search anyway. They don't just search. But here we are again, finding ourselves with someone with so much baggage, so much dirty laundry, and he continues to sit in the chair of mayor. I further, Speaker, would like to say, if after death there is a hell, some of us here have a reservation in the VVIP section of hell. Because, Speaker, how do you wake up and face yourself in the mirror knowing that you are party to criminality?
Speaker, if there's any person who deserves a motion of no confidence in this council chamber, it is Councillor Daniels. I'm saying that because on a number of occasions, he acted ruthless in this council. On the one instance, he jumped over the desk and wanted to assault Councillor Trollip. The second one was on the 4th of the 4th last week, when he used vulgar language, swearing at people in the council chamber. But on top of that, Councillor Marlon Daniels, this is the only thing that he can do, motions. He cannot represent the community. He cannot debate issues that affect community. He only debates when somebody puts something on the table just to oppose it. He doesn't come with something constructive for the community. He claims that he's serving. But the other part would be, Speaker, I've mentioned last week, he's talking about the drains. Mayor Bobani never came to me with profiles of companies for the drains cleaning project. He is the one that came with it under his shoulder to my office that people be appointed. So I think he's the one that deserves the motion of no confidence here today. The only problem that puts Mayor Bobani here is because he moved away from towing the party line of the DA. That's when they started all these fights. And I like it when they say it's allegations because there's nothing there. Councillor Bobani was never charged. Until he is charged, then maybe we can think otherwise as to what to do. But I want to state it in this council today, we've got Councillor Nqaba Bhanga, who used the state's car to pick up his girlfriend, but today the security guard, he is the one who's suffering. Councillor Nqaba Bhanga is sitting here in this council chamber and making a noise about people who are criminals. And on top of that, he was bragging last week that they visited some family of a youngster that was killed, but he could not visit the family of the two people that were killed in the accident that was caused by the car of the state that he's using. I think he's also the one that needs to be investigated because he is the one that instructed the security guard to pick up his girlfriend. We must not mislead each other in this company. The only problem is they are now fighting Councillor Bobani or Mayor Bobani after he is no longer with them. When he was the deputy mayor, the Milongani was there. They never made a noise. Why did they not make the noise at that time? Thank you. Thank you. Councillor Misila. Councillor Misila.
No, thank you, Speaker. I will preamble my talk by first saying some of us cannot be blackmailed. When you are making your arguments, in order to secure conformity to your arguments, don't blackmail, coerce, and say I'm going to hell or whatever to VIP. that won't work. Yeah, that won't work, I can tell. That won't work, yeah. That's the first thing, yeah. The second thing, which is very important here, you cannot remove a person on the basis, as you are saying, of the strength of allegation. I'm not sure which allegation have strength. Up until you put your case, you open up your case to the police so that he can be arrested and so on. What I'm trying to raise here in this country of ours is very beautiful. Even those who are prisoners have rights. There is constitution. Even if you are arrested, you still have those rights. And in this instance, we are still saying, some of us, if you and the bourgeois media, the Herald, that seems to be in the forefront of persecuting, Councillor Bobani, if you have a case why the Hawks have not arrested him, because I can see that you seem to know more than the Hawks. Some of you seem to know more than the Hawks. Seem to know that the Hawks are going to arrest him and so on and so forth. I don't understand why Hawks are telling you that. Why they don't arrest him. That's my point. So what I'm trying to raise here, Councillor Nqaba, is that please, if you have evidence, arrest Councillor Bobani. Open up the case. He must be charged. He must be charged. He must be charged. There's no way that you... there's no way that... No, don't respond. You are given... No, it's not... What I'm saying, there are no charges. There are no charges. No, there are no charges. And the point that I'm trying to raise here is that it's been 2 years. 2, if not 3 years, we have been told that Bobani still this, IPTS this, and that the affidavit said this. Why you don't arrest him? Why you don't arrest him? Why the Hawks are not arresting? They must arrest if they have the case. So we are not going to be, some of us, prejudicial here, persecute a person on the basis of strength of allegation, because tomorrow I'm going to be, there will be allegation against me. Then on the basis of that, you should remove me. It doesn't make sense, I can tell you. So what I'm saying, charge the mayor, then we can talk over that. But what are you doing now is not fair. It's not fair. That's the point. We are prosecuting Councillor Bobani for no apparent reason. And the Hawks are not doing justice also. Why, if they have a strong evidence, not arresting Councillor Bobani?
So that's what I'm raising. So therefore, the reality is, stop this mess of using the media just to persecute Councillor Bobani. You know, I know tomorrow it's going to be the story that runs. Councillor Bobani this, survive, vote of no confidence. There are very pertinent issues that we're discussing here. But this one will gain the limelight. Because even your bourgeois media, you know, is pursuing the agenda against Councillor Bobani. Me, I'm telling you, Nqaba, I'm saying to you, record me, charge the mayor. If you have but I can see you, all of you, you have no evidence, you depend on allegation, and it's been years that you are using this allegation against Councillor Bobani to discredit his name, by the way. You know? Allegations. Why you don't open up the case, or why the Hawks are not charging him. So that's the point. So all this, what is written here, I mean, is not fit at the end of the day to warrant that the mayor must be removed.
On the issue of the mayor, we support a principle which says there's no charge against the mayor. If there's only a public trial which is run by the media and the Hawks, that's the public trial. If there are charges against anyone, it becomes a different issue. There's not even a single charge against the mayor. It's being tried by the neo-colonial media. The neo-colonial media is close to colonizers. Councillor Bhanga joined an organization of colonizers, which the fourth estate is sympathetic to the organization of colonizers.
We want to put it very clear and say to Councillor Bobani, currently there is nothing, it's been rhetoric. They've been saying all kinds of allegations. There is nothing tangible that comes forth. And we've been calling for it since, even in Utnik we said, bring proof, bring something, go open up cases to the police station. If Councillor Bobani is guilty of anything, he must face the music. If the Hawks are after him, let's wait for the right time for the Hawks to prove beyond doubt that indeed in our city we are led by a person who deserves to be arrested. We must just say to Councillor Bobani, serve the people, consult, do a service delivery, steer this ship to the right direction. We are behind you, even at this moment in time. During the trying times, we are saying we are still with you. The time will come when we arrived into that decision, but it is not now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillor DM.
Speaker, Councillor Mkhuseli has partly covered me, because on this motion, even listening to the arguments, there is nothing new that is coming up that we have not heard before. We were in a dispatch. All these arguments were there, and they were defeated. So nothing new has come up. It's just a repeat of the same allegations that we've been saying. Bring something. Even as we are speaking now, we have nothing before us. So it cannot be correct that we will remove a mayor based on what I've heard here. So, Speaker, I don't even want to go to what is written here on the basis of the no confidence. If we can just go point by point, then it makes a mockery of what we are saying. So I will support Councillor Lungisa when he says, let's put the matter and vote on it. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillors. Can I now give back to Councillor Daniels for reply?
Speaker, if only, it's not about grandstanding. If only we are people who stand on our word, those who have complained that he must be removed from all 8 parties, he would be removed, Speaker. So I want to put the matter for the removal of Councillor Bobani as the Executive Mayor of Nelson Mandela Bay, and I encourage all minority parties to discuss the replacement of the Executive Mayor when he is removed. For I am very pro minority parties to be the face and the voice of this metro, like I have been when we discussed how we are going to proceed forward in the ousting of the DA. So I am still stuck on that rut that we need the minority parties to be the face. So I encourage the minority parties to discuss the replacement. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor. Councillors, the matter being put and be seconded. Can I have the hands of all those who are in favor of the motion? All right. Thank you. All those who are not in favor. Sixty-one. Thank you. The motion is lost. Councillors, let it be noted that Councillor Mongameli Bobani is still the mayor, executive mayor of the Nelson Mandela.
We are hoping right now that at least these people who are running the city, they are no longer now going to bring all these unnecessary things. Because we're united, our interest is for the city. We win them today, we win them last month, we win them in by December. But so you know that we were victorious in terms of killing that motion of a vote of no confidence.
You were not worried about it, were you?
No, I was not worried. You can be able to see that even in the morning. I told you that I'm not worried about it. Our focus is in our residents. Our focus is running the city. We want to bring services to our people. We want to employ our people. We are putting electricity whereby there's no electricity and whatever. So these things of the motion, they are not even disturbing us. We are focused. So we will deal with them as they come. But our focus is on our residents so that they can be able to get their jobs and so on.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.